Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of FFF. Back again, as Troops would say. And we have Danny here, the resident Arsenal fan. We have Kevin here, the resident Chelsea fan. Happy as ever. And me here. No Digo down today, Had other obligations, he says, so, we'll see how it goes. But we're going to jump right into it. So, the first thing we want to discuss is Champions League. And I can talk freely because I'm the host, so, I'm purely objective, so Kevin can't stop me even though I have on a Man U jersey. So, Kevin, this is predominantly your segment here. Chelsea through to the semi-finals. How are you feeling?
When you start the Champions League, if you make it to the last four, it's a success already. However, when you make it that far, you have to think about going all the way.
Yeah.
And, a lot of quality teams still left in the competition, but you really have to think about going all the way at this stage. And I'm pretty sure that's what's on the team's mind, So it's very happy.
It's PSG, Madrid, Chelsea, and
Man City.
And City, okay.
Yeah. So
Two English sides.
One
French and one Spanish.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, a team that knows how to do this thing. They are the most successful team in the history of the Champions League. They're the most successful team in recent history. So it's a good matchup, but I think it's a team that's coming to the end of their reign. I think this is probably the last hurrah for them, which probably makes them a lot more dangerous. Benzema coming back into form, in splendid form since being back. And, I don't know, but I am quietly confident. I'm not getting myself drawn into this Champions League thing, right? I'm just watching what's going on, but you can't help but think, right?
No, but you must feel, some level of confidence. The manager coming in doing well. I think you were very fortunate in the last draw. I think the
tough team, right?
You got FC Porto, right? Which
eliminated.
Eliminated Juve, but at the last episode we said you yourself said that it would have been the ideal draw to get, and I think you're on the path, you're on the side that favors Chelsea somewhat. Yes, they have Real Madrid, but it's not a Real Madrid of yesteryear.
Yeah, it's not the successful Real Madrid that's described. And look at that, the Real Madrid in recent history.
Yeah,
you had better players in better form. Sergio Ramos has been injured most of the season and he's definitely past his prime and heading downhill. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually leaves. To be honest. So I think it's the best draw to get in the semi-finals.
What
as a Chelsea fan, you would have I know you prefer Real Madrid over playing City right now.
Or where's PSG?
And PSG.
Right.
So I think you get the best draw.
What I'm saying,
so the draw
is anybody you play in the semi-final is a dangerous thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want to put.
But some more dangerous than others, though.
No, hold on.
No, but some are more favorable than others.
Let's just say that, right? But I have a few concerns with my team.
Okay.
Overall, and one of the things have been corrected. Something that I complain about many a times on the show. The team has structure. I know what the team is going to do. I know how we are going to set up. I know what each player does. And I think that structure, when you look at, all the teams that are left, is probably one of the strongest structure defensively. Not the most potent going forward, which I think is a definite concern that I have. Goals have been coming from all over the park, but not definitely from an out-and-out striker, which concerns me because I think we're going to have to keep it real tight against Real Madrid because, and I agree with you guys, this is the end of this Real Madrid, right? But there's still quality in there that can, in an instant,
pick up
unlock your defense.
Which is fair.
And as I said, Benzema coming into splendid form off the back of injury. So I'm just concerned that we have to keep it tight, and then if we get the chances, we need to be clinical. But I think over the two legs,
what I say, Kevin, is that I've been watching Real Madrid, right? And you'll get chances against them. That's the reality, right? Real Madrid, the defense, they will give you chances. And yes, you don't have a go-to goal scorer, but you're getting goals from all over, which is a good thing because there's no one man that say, boy, if you lock that man down, Chelsea don't score. Real Madrid can set up a strategy to say, okay, we're going to stop that man from getting in the box because if you stop that man from getting in the box, Chelsea don't have any goals. You don't know who that person is going to be.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing for you.
So I agree. And what I've seen over the last couple of weeks is probably more chances being created up top. Before, it was all about the defensive structure. But you see a more fluid you know, and I guess with Kai Havertz playing the false
False
nine or
nine,
whatever, there's more dynamism at the top of the attack, and it looks better. And honestly, I mean, when you get to this stage, as I say, you have to think about going all the way.
As I correctly pointed out, sorry, as I correctly pointed out, you just need to be clinical because you will get the chances.
Yeah.
So in my mind, two things what I'll say is that you have to stick with Kai. I don't think you can put a team of run out there.
No,
right?
you can't.
I think just based on confidence and what you're seeing out of Kai Havertz now.
And how the game playing.
What I'll say, the thing with Real Madrid is that they have a quality midfield. I mean, they're aged, but it's like fine wine, right? They're getting better. Modric, Casemiro, Toni Kroos, they can pick up us at any point in time. However,
That's my concern.
that is a concern. However, I think Chelsea's midfield is more energetic and has quality at the same time. So depending on how you play that midfield, in other words, Kovacic can dribble past Modric or Toni Kroos because they're not that athletic anymore. So that may give you some space, etc. So that may work in your advantage.
Definitely, but and I say that's the concern. So I think it's a game that's going to be won and lost in the midfield because one, we need to close down Toni Kroos and Luka Modric because alright, with a Benzema on form, the right ball to Benzema will punish Chelsea, right? And these players don't need a lot of time to
pick a pass.
To pick that pass.
Yeah.
I think N'Golo Kante must play. In this game, in my opinion, I think he must.
Yeah,
play.
man, you need somebody in the midfield that's going to disrupt the fluency and don't give them time to settle on the ball.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think we need N'Golo Kante in the midfield in that match. I think
you need Jorginho.
I think he will play.
No, don't need Jorginho. Don't need Jorginho. That's what I'm worried about. I didn't want to say that, but let me say, we don't need Jorginho in that match, right? Unless we're chasing the match, right? And I think Real Madrid can only play one way, right? They'll come at you. So I think we'll, as you say, we'll get chances. We just need to be clinical. Because
that's it.
The Real Madrid is not going to sit back and take any pressure. It's a team that's going to come at you. Right?
And I don't think they have the team to absorb pressure and hit you on the counter. They don't have the legs in them. I mean, Vinicius is probably one of the more quicker players, right? But you know, Vinicius is not going to give you over 2 legs to 180 minutes of consistent quality football. So you're right. Energy, I think you definitely need N'Golo Kante in the middle. You need that disruptor in the middle, right? So you need Toni Kroos or Luka Modric to be uncomfortable
at all times.
At all times. You know, they don't need to feel like they can sit because when they get, as Lane said, when they settle in the game, because of the quality that they have, if you get a quality player, even if fitness and whatever, class is permanent, right? So even if you're not in a good form, you know, form is temporary and class is permanent. And there are class players who are still in form right now. So if you give them enough time on the ball, over 90 minutes, they will find a chance to pick that pass that's going to break down the defense at least 3 times.
Next point I want to make, right? And for people who play football or watch football, winning is a DNA type of thing. And you see this Champions League thing, it's not unfamiliar to anybody in this team, in this Real Madrid. They know what it's about. It's not playing with any pressure. They've been there, they've done that.
Fear.
And they know how to get it done, even when, you know, people write them off. So I think it's definitely a match. And I agree with the guys. If we had to choose the part, we choose this part. I won't. But we can't get ahead of ourselves. And I was a little bit worried about, you know, some of the scenes that I was seeing from Chelsea going into the Porto second leg. I saw a bit of overconfidence creeping in. You know, people were getting real comfortable, and I didn't like that. You know. So I
think the result was good for you though.
Yes. So it was a certain result, but and which is why I'm glad that Thiago Silva is back in the fray, because this current Chelsea side doesn't have a lot of experience. I don't think they've won anything. I don't know who is there right now that's a winner.
N'Golo Kante.
Probably Kante and Aspi, right? But and those players you need, you know, as leaders. So I think those players are going to be key. The Kovacic's, you know, the Kante, the Aspi, and the Thiago Silva, because we need some experience in there and we need the energy. But I think it should be a good match, and I think we can actually get past them.
Yeah, man, I think the draw favors you. Like as I said, it's never easy when you're in the semi-finals, obviously, because you know the last four best sides in Europe, you know, based off of where they are. But the reality and situation is that Real is the better draw. You know, make PSG and Man City sort it out, and then decide who they face you. I think that it is up to you guys. It's in your guys. It's in your hand.
And to talk about that other match, right?
Yeah, we wanted to go there.
You know, I'd prefer PSG. I don't know. All right, so I think PSG.
Interesting. You'd prefer PSG than
And
Madrid?
I'll tell you why. I don't want to play Manchester City. Manchester City has gotten the better of us over the last couple of years, and these players in Manchester City, if they, I think they'd probably want to play Chelsea more than Real Madrid. I think they'd say, all right, we have the beating of this Chelsea team. We give them 6. We beat this team all the time. We face them, right? We know how to beat this team.
Fair.
And I think Chelsea over the last couple of years has struggled with Man City as a team you probably don't want to face, right? Just me. I'm just looking at Man City and I just feel like because of the familiarity, that team will come out more comfortable, you know, versus PSG that might have a little bit more edge to their game because, you know, they lost the finals last year and they're thinking, you know, that is going to be in the back of their mind again.
But you see, the thing though, I think beating Bayern, you know, coming into the semi-finals, you know, it's a psychological boost for them because Neymar is playing now.
Yeah.
And he played a pretty decent, especially in the first leg. So I think for PSG, is very dangerous, especially Pochettino. I think it's a dangerous side in the fact. Here's the thing with Pep, right? Here's the thing with Pep and Man City. I think Pep has a lot of self-imposed pressure right now. So it's even going to the finals is a matter of fact of don't choke. Because the reality of the situation is that I don't think they have any Champions League winners in the side.
Do they have any Champions League winners in that team?
No. I can't think of any.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody who has actually gone far in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So and Pep has said it. If he doesn't win the Champions League, his entire stint at Man City is going to be seen as a failure. No, the pressure is on Pep more than anybody else in the semi-finals right now, you know. Pep has to win the Champions League, you know.
So I think it's not just Pep, to be honest with you.
I still take a PSG draw.
I can understand your perspective, why you may say that, and then even maybe Thomas might say that because he's familiar with the players as well. You know. I think Real Madrid right now, just if you look at the team itself, because I think PSG has more quality. And maybe by some way it would have been better for you to play PSG because how I see PSG celebrate after beating Bayern Munich, to me, them celebrate like they win the Champions League already. You know, and maybe that level of as I say,
confidence,
overconfidence or complacency maybe seeping in to say, all right, them get past the hardest person, the rest should be fine.
So to me, and I can hear your guys' thoughts on this, but in terms of 11, or I think City has the best team right now, left back in the Champions League.
In terms of 11?
11, not just like
not squad, 11.
Like fantastic players. Like when I look past Neymar and Mbappe,
Verratti.
I
mean, somebody mentioned Verratti to me. I think Verratti coming to the N-night right now.
You still have it.
Still have it, man. I think he's still quality, right?
The
only thing that PSG missing is Choupo-Moting, you know.
And the keeper is pretty solid.
Yeah.
He's an okay keeper.
No, man,
he's a good keeper, man.
He's a very good shot stopper.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Yeah, I mean, in top 10, in probably closer to 10.
But top 10 keeper in the world.
He's still good. He's better than yours.
Yeah, but I'm a better keeper than you.
How we know that, right?
Edward Mendy in the top 10.
Come on, look at Mendy's stats.
Edward Mendy in the top 10.
Look at Mendy's stats.
Hold on. I'm thirsty.
Yeah, man. Dehydration. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Alright, come again. Now that they drink something.
You drink something.
Right?
Who is better? Keylor Navas or Edward Mendy?
What I say about, I think Keylor Navas is better, no doubt.
Of course.
More experience.
Yeah.
But what I say is, to be honest, I've never really rated Keylor Navas. You know why? I don't think he's a keeper that comes under a lot of pressure. He's always at a top team where he
performs well when he's there.
He does okay. He does okay, to be honest.
I'm being unfair. I think he makes some saves when I watch him.
When I watch him, I'm very impressed with him. I always say that I think Keylor Navas is one of the most underrated goalkeepers in the world. Because what beat him at Madrid is the whole him and Casillas battle, you know. Because really and truly, you know, Keylor Navas was a top keeper.
Keylor Navas is battling with Casillas really that much. Now Lopez and we're coming out of Easter. Lopez bring the cross, right? Get out Casillas. Keylor Navas have it easy. I guess he never get the better of Courtois. And Courtois was making a lot of mistakes. And I think Courtois is the best keeper left back in the competition. In my opinion. Right now. He will have a hard time when him start, but
Think he better than Edison?
Yeah, man.
Shot stopper, yeah.
Shot stopper, fair.
What Edison has is composure, but
And I think Edison pushes the team forward there because his ability with the ball at his foot, he can get the side moving and it's actually better for the counter. Mm-hmm. So where you look at is
but he's having a so-so year,
No, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the year, like, I mean, I still think he's
a
very good keeper.
He had a rotted run and have like about so many of the teams in terms of clean sheets.
Yeah, man.
But remember on the run that they went about like 13 matches without conceding.
But that's a team performance, which is why I wouldn't go on record and say Mendy is that great because the team in front of him is doing an excellent job.
So you see the thing with Edison?
He's making some individual mistakes that...
I don't see him make a save.
That is in Edison's game, though, to be fair. Edison is a maverick keeper.
Him don't make a save. No, but him don't make a save where you say that should have scored.
No, man, I get
and him dip it out of
I've seen
I think he do that sometimes.
No, man, I've seen that.
No,
I think he's done.
This season?
Yeah, he makes some saves. But him never some this season, we are saying, what is going on?
But to be fair, from Edison's arrival at City, he's always been letting go somewhere and say, yo, him shaky. Remember my man when Salah chip him, my man, he's a man who kind of hot, Remember I said the man that argued my body over a penalty or KDB over a penalty, That's the type of person that he is, Roger, sorry.
Yeah, Roger.
I remember when KDB missed the penalty and they were saying, boy, if the man continue missing the penalties.
Come on, man.
What I say is that the man must say, Edward Edison now started the penalties. But what I'm saying though, fun and joke aside, he moves the side forward much better than any other keeper. Most other keepers in the world right now. Receive the ball very composed, with the ball in foot very comfortable and confident, and he can pick a decent pass with his foot. So
we're talking about Edison, and I started to think about a player, and I think we need to touch on him. No longer in the competition, Borussia Dortmund might not make it to the Champions League next year, which we know is a big selling point when they want to bring in players. But Jude Bellingham, English player, 17 years of age.
Not going.
No, I'm talking about what you think of his performance at that level, quarterfinal, 17 years old, against Man City.
I've been watching him in the Ireland. So before I even get to the City game, right, there's nothing that he did in the City game that surprised me because I've been watching him in the Bundesliga this season and he has been having a pretty good season. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is his first season playing top flight football and hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And he's 17, level of composure. I said, the man I tell Emre Can, say, yo, move, come. The man I dictate the midfield now.
Mm-hmm. So what I say is, I haven't seen a lot of him and I saw him on Tuesday and I hear all of the excitement. And he's a decent player, right? But being in a Borussia Dortmund team as a young player, I think it allows you to play more.
Definitely.
It's that type of environment that supports young talent.
We're talking about that the other day.
So he's like a good prospect. I have to continue watching him. But you know who I'm really impressed with? Phil Foden, right? The first time I heard about Phil Foden, I remember my cousin telling about Phil Foden one Sunday. Never hear about the ball yet. I'm saying, yo, don't bring them on that to me, right? And him score the Sunday, the very next day in a League Cup match with him game. I said, but hold on. But when you look at the player in a Man City team, right? Where he's not there because they want an English player, they want a young player. They want to earn him keeping the team. And I think he has a very bright future. Like
he's 20 now, right?
Yeah, and
so Phil Foden is 20 now, 20 this year.
And he's been knocking at the door for a while, but it's like him breaking now.
So Leon and I always talk about this, and it's one of the master classes of how Pep Guardiola has used Phil Foden over the past 3 years. So even when you lose players like a David Silva out there in the middle, you say, boy, Phil Foden can step up to the plate and take charge. You know, he's 20, but he's been playing top flight football for about 3-4 seasons now. He's been in the side, in the squad. But this season he's getting more chances and he has taken it, by the scruff of the neck. So I'm very impressed with him, but not to go too far and come back to lane point though, Kevin. It's because I watch Bundesliga, right? Mm-hmm. And actually I like to watch. Dortmund is actually the side I watch the most in the Bundesliga. Mm-hmm. Since Leon Bailey got Leverkusen, of course, Jamaican again supports, so I watch Leverkusen a lot as well. But if you look at how Jude Bellingham plays, yes, young players, skillful, so you expect a good skillful player We've seen a lot of them, but his composure, his maturity, his vision, you need to watch him a little bit more. He's actually very, very impressive. I've been very impressed with him this season, Kevin. Because I watched Bundesliga a lot.
I have a problem, right? I agree with you because you would have seen him more, right? But I see it all the time with them English baller here, you know. Them, hold on, I've seen it all the time, which is why we always have the Mason Mount discussion also. Because
no, hold on. I don't want to go there yet.
But we're not going there. But in general, I say I'll give him some time because we see them sometime and, you know,
fear. No, it's fear enough. Yeah. Lane can tell you, I've always been that person that said, if it's an English baller, especially in the Prem, 3 seasons after FIFA before me rate him. I've always said that. But Jude Bellingham is not rated in England. And he's not in a system where it's been overhyped and, you know, everything that him do is like a touch of class. Mm-hmm. He's been at the Dortmund side, has not been doing so well. Moving the start line, he's been playing very well. To move outside of your country, outside of your setup and go in a new culture and settle as a 17-year-old and almost as if like a dictate in the midfield for them. It's not an easy feat because I think English players in England are oftentimes protected. And that's the reason why there's always a hype about them in the initial years. I've seen as an Arsenal fan.
I don't know if they're protected.
I don't know if as an Arsenal fan, yeah man,
I think Sancho playing in England would have more pressure on him than him playing in Dortmund and doing well. There's more. Alright, so we see Sancho in the Champions League and him score on the weekend, you hear about it and he make the news. But in England, everything you do as a young player, right? You know, when I hear the commentator describe the features of the playing, like for instance, Mason Greenwood score a goal and when you hear the man them describe, you know, Mason Greenwood is the next thing coming forward, I'm like, yo, just give the man some time.
No,
you
man.
see me?
Okay.
I think more pressure is on you when you play in England.
No,
sure.
You're totally correct because what Borussia Dortmund gives an English player, especially a young talent, is look, you can come here, make a few mistakes, you can be a little inconsistent, and the pressure won't be on you because you're outside of England as an English player. Mm-hmm. Sancho has been inconsistent in patches, but you don't hear about it as much. What you hear about is overall season play and the numbers that he put up. And you say, well, he have a good season. Mm-hmm. In England, if he go through a bad patch, it would be more stressed, right? But I mean, I don't want to dwell too much there. I kind of want to bring it back to Champions League. So I know I kind of push the conversation that side. But where I want to come back to now is that, so Chelsea is in the semi-finals. Congrats to you. As you say, success. So I have 2 more things. So for everybody here, who we think will win from this position, will win Champions League this year? Kevin?
That's a serious question.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
going to win the whole thing.
You're going to win? Okay,
all right.
And
I tell the fans, I have a special thing coming in for when we win the Champions League, all right? So, if we don't win, we have to put it back on the back burner, but if we win, I have something special for the fans, right?
So we're not going to see it. In other words, in other words, we're not going to see it. All right.
And their opinion doesn't count.
What?
A matter of fact,
all fans' opinions matter, right?
You can
all
watch
fans' opinions
right now and
matter.
come back when we start to discuss.
All fans'
right?
opinions matter, right?
Click on the link above.
Danny, who you say? Who you giving it to?
In spite of the pressure and everything, I think I have a strong feeling that City going to take it.
City? Okay.
Who you call?
Yeah, I call PSG. Right? 3 different. I think Poch may get it over the line this year.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
I think Poch will choke.
I think it will be, I think it's going to end up being a PSG Chelsea final.
And you know the reason why I said PSG, City, Poch is in a battle for the league title. City is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
because they're second by about what?
I don't think Poch cares about the league.
Poch have to forget about
that. I don't think he cares.
If you win the Champions League, no matter
what I will say, I get that thing about what I will say. If you don't win the Champions League, you have to win the league. So I don't think Poch wants to lose ground on the league. And the reality is this, right? PSG losing Liga is a big thing, regardless of whether they win Champions League. You can't lose the league.
So
Farmers League, bro.
Here we have to think about it. But I agree with you. You can't lose the league.
You can't lose the league.
But think about it from an investment decision or any decision at all. If you lose the Champions League, right? All right, so first of all, we're playing in a strange time now. And is any opportunity you get to win this cup, you have to take it right now because you know next year it might be a whole different thing and you have to go back through this difficulty again. So I would say for obviously the league is there.
Yeah.
But I think the main focus is on getting that.
I agree with you 100% because that is the holy grail for any coach.
Yes.
Because if you bring the Champions League to that can keep you in the job.
I put it next way.
However, if you don't win the Champions League,
I put it next way for you, right? Poch wins the league and doesn't win the Champions League. People also have Farmers League. So even though he has never won a trophy yet, the credence that it adds to his resume, I'm gonna say Bush League, PSG win it.
No, but
you win the Champions League, you're official now.
But Poch has won nothing in his life.
Yes. But
at the end of the day, hold on now, you don't win nothing. You never win a trophy yet, I get one of the easiest league trophies to win in Europe, and you lose it,
you're wrong, Danny.
Because put it this way, I agree with Kevin. If him don't win nothing, then him look bad.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. The point we're making is if you win the Farmers League and don't win Champions League, it's Farmers League. Yes. Anybody, you could have get any one of us. Me could have take it. A regular man, me can take it and win. But if Poch actually win the Champions League and don't win Farmers League, man,
I agree. That's the point the guys I wasn't disagreeing with that, but I'm saying he has to keep his eye on the league as a backup plan in case they lose the Champions League. Because I can say, I came in mid-season. Give me a next year for build up the side. So hold on, right?
Why I think the Champions League is more important?
No, I'm not disagreeing.
No. Why I think no one can know what's going on in his head. But I don't know if you remember when he finally made it to the Champions League finals and the way he break down on the field and get very emotional about it. And then them team play a rubbish final, right? Yeah. I think it was a stupid mistake that cost them. Oh my God, it was atrocious, right? So I think losing a Champions League final, I can't tell you. When John Terry kicked with the penalty, me as a fan, not sleep for weeks. Honestly, I replay it over and over again. I'm looking at myself. I'm saying, we have to move on from this. See? We have to move on from this. So imagine Pep, right? No, not Pep. Imagine Poch saying, that one escape him, right? And now once you win that cup, Richard, you have to do nothing else in your life. You win that cup.
I agree with you 100%. I'm not believing about the point because we can't spend all night. But here's the thing. I'm not disagreeing with you. The holy grail of football is the Champions League for anybody coaching in Europe. There's no dispute in that. The point that I was trying to make is this, right? Pep can field a B team in the league and be okay. Poch know that in the event that I don't win the Champions League, I cannot lose the league. And I think that's the thing. Pep has won the league several times. Pep has a comfortable lead in the league when he can afford to drop a point or two. Poch is trailing.
So what I say is a couple of things. And again, we can talk about this all night. So I think Pep, he win the league however time, and he might lead by 11 points, he can start anybody. I feel like Poch can start anybody too. He have two big sides for start, right? A Bush League he might play.
But he might lose.
Last point.
Yeah, a Bush League he might play. But I think the pressure is also on Pep also. And you said it at the top of the conversation that is a man who start thinker at this stage. And then guess who he's facing? The same man who knocked him out the last time he come closest. So it is really a fantastic fixture in terms of different storyline setup. But I think for Poch, I don't think he might have a better opportunity than this.
No, I agree 100%.
Right. So let's put it to the viewers. First of all, who do you think will win the Champions League? And all fans' opinions matter.
Obviously.
If you care Portsmouth, you can still talk because you're a football fan. Don't follow certain fans, right?
Not the championship, right?
The Champions League, no problem, right? Do you think if you were Poch, what do you prefer? And would you risk losing the league to try and get a Champions League that you might not get? What's your thought on that? So remember to like, subscribe, share your comments, give us your views in terms of what we discussed, and even thoughts on Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham. Let us know. And leave a comment and we'll read them and maybe we'll discuss it in the next episode.
Definitely.